years to remake this state in the image of our people.
People are sharing his video because it's nowhere. Like, they are hiding this information. I am telling you, look at this. She was just telling me that they plan to have your digital ID connected to your funds so that if, for example, you decide not to vaccinate, they can temporarily disable access to your bank accounts until you do.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But this is urgent news. This is urgent news. If you do not believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for you, sorry guys, I'm rushing around. In fact, I'm just going to read it to you guys because I am like literally, I don't even know. I'm losing my mind. Not in a crazy way, just like in shock and awe. So let me just say, I'm going to read this to you. So if you have not received, I wrote this out earlier. If you have not received Christ in your heart, please pray with me. And I'm saying this because I love you, because I'm in shock right now. There's a mixture of faith. There's a mixture of fear. There's a mixture of everything. So forgive me. Like I said, it's the middle of the night and yeah, that happens. But this is what I need you to pray with me. Okay. And if you have any friends or family, anyone, I don't care what hour, who it is. I don't know. I don't care. Your children, okay? Your children, you just pray this with them. So here it goes. Dear God, I come to you admitting that I am a sinner. I believe that your son, Jesus, died on the cross to take away my sin. I also believe he rose from the dead so I can be justified and made righteous through faith in him. Jesus, I choose to follow you. I believe in you, and I believe that you died on the cross for my sins, rose again on the third day, and that by only salvation through you can I go to heaven. I choose to follow you. Jesus, I choose to follow you and ask that you fill me with the power of the Holy Spirit. Thank you for saving me. Amen. So there's different ways to pray that, but I want to pray it. You don't have to. You can just get this update, but I just want to leave that out there for you because these are troubling times. And wait until I show you guys. Wait until I show you this astronomer, scientist guy that they have pushed into the forefront. It is so giving Fauci 2.0, but like worse. Like, I am not kidding you. And there's other things that happened today in the administration that people are losing their minds, but they're distracting us and suppressing this news. But let's go ahead and play this. I've been talking long enough. Guys, yeah, let's just get into it. I cannot believe I'm up right now doing this, but it is what it is. And you see what's trending, what's happening. Hoax, I don't even know what that is. Jasmine Crockett. Oh yeah, now they have new Epstein files. I do believe the Epstein files are a distraction from all of this. Why is this not the number one thing? The Apple ID, as well as this, now we know is not a comment. Here we go.
You guys, Apple has just released a digital ID for identification and US passports. Here we go. Now, reports say they will be merging their biometric security with encrypted ID storage and plans to replace your physical IDs across airports, apps, and businesses. Why don't I like this? They also said this is going to be used at over 250 TSA checkpoints across domestic airports for identity verification. Now, remember I told you guys about one of the richest men on earth, Larry Ellison, who owns TikTok and Oracle, and who's a big fan of digital IDs? Well, it seems like one big master plan between all the big tech companies. You have Microsoft dealing with OpenAI, OpenAI dealing with NVIDIA, NVIDIA dealing with Oracle, xAI dealing with NVIDIA, and not to mention OpenAI just did a $38 billion deal with Amazon for cloud storage. So the question is, what are they really planning? Well, I may have some answers. Could it be that they're following in the footsteps of China's Skynet, which is tied to digital IDs, a social credit score, and an AI surveillance system that they actually want to put on the moon? Skynet, huh? Why does this sound familiar? That's because it's the same name as the killer artificial intelligence in Terminator, Skynet. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. It's always in the movies. Make sure you guys go to my YouTube, Maverick Approach, where I do more breakdowns on this, but let me know what you guys think about all this down below.
So yes, absolutely go to his channel after this live. Make sure you bookmark that, remember that. But guys, what? I told you. Did I tell you? They said we were crazy. They said we were crazy. We like John the Baptist in the wilderness, y'all. We eating locusts and honey. We dirty. We are thugging season. Listen, if you're a woman, take them nails off, take that wig, weave off, take everything. Like, listen, men, like, just strap down, strap in. And this is something I need you guys to do. This is what I need you to do. I need you to make sure, because we don't know. I am not saying I know any time, any hour, any day. I do not. People are sharing his video because it's nowhere. Like, they are hiding this information. I am telling you, look at this. Okay, so this woman says, my base retired mom has lots of time on her hands, and she's made it her hobby to read hundreds of pages of documents from the WEF in her spare time. She was just telling me that they plan to have your digital ID connected to your funds so that if, for example, you decide not to vaccinate, they can temporarily disable access to your bank accounts until you do.
Flashback. My message to unvaccinated Americans is this. What more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient. The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. So please do the right thing. But just don't take it from me. Listen to the voices of unvaccinated Americans who are lying in hospital beds, taking their final breath saying, if only I'd gotten vaccinated. If only. It's a tragedy. Please don't let it become yours.
Where should I start? Where do you want me to start? Right after the stabby jabbies started? That's when we started seeing heart issues, kidney issues. Not only that, but diabetes issues. Patients that didn't have diabetes went up 75% in 2022. People that had diabetes and got schmovid, their diabetes is no longer under control anymore. They're on 2 and 3 different medications. That's just the beginning. The heart issues are out of control. We put so many heart consults out, we're now putting community veterans into the community because we don't have enough heart doctors to see them. The heart monitors that they're wearing, we don't even have enough of them. Let's see. Turbo cancers? Yeah, that too. Right after, along with the 2022 stuff, kidney issues were happening as well. Up the wazoo. Now, patients are having pneumonia recently in the last 4 months. I had a veteran today, 9 medications he's been on. Pneumonia's still there because they can't figure it out. You know how many he's had? And all the flu. They can't figure it out. The skin issues people are having, mind-blowing. Bleeding in the eye and on the back of the retina and the back of the eye, astonishing. Strokes, through the roof. They're having strokes in their eyes, in their brains, embolisms, pulmonary embolisms, you name it. You name it, I can tell you how much it has increased in just the hospital that I work at in the Portland metro area. Yeah. It's astonishing. And people wonder why I go home if I have to go to the bathroom. I'm not sitting on these toilets. I'm one of 3 people who didn't get it. Out of the whole entire hospital. Terrifying. Literally terrifying. The things, the skin issues, the sores, and the wounds, you can debride them and they don't help at all. You can pack them and wrap them and it will still look the exact same 3 weeks later. It's bad. It's very bad. And people are dying at a rate that blows my ever-loving mind. I've been here 16 years. I've never seen people die like this, ever. Ever. It's scary. And the scariest part is all the people who've gotten it. We're going to have to take care of them. We're going to have to figure out where to put them. We're going to have to figure out how to do all that because who's going to do it? Most of the medical people got it. Got 6, 7, 10, 8 of them. It's scary. I know what's coming and it's scary. Anyways, I'll get off my soapbox. Hope that helps.
Okay, so I'm going to read this again very quickly so you can get your information. All right. Actually, I won't read through everything, but these are all the sectors. You won't be able to get healthcare, financial services, food and sustainability. This is from their website. Guys, this is what they're willing to put on the brochure. Fancy, not even like the hidden document. Travel and mobility, humanitarian response, e-commerce, social platforms, e-government, telecommunications. Okay. They have 2 telecommunications. They really do not want you to communicate. So one will be they going into your cell phone and the other one is for, is essentially your carbon footprint. What it says, your energy usage, quality, air quality, and traffic congestion. Yeah. So like if you, look at this, don't take the latest experimental mRNA vaccine, digital ID invalid. Posted misinformation on social media, digital ID invalid. Social credit score too low, digital ID invalid. Exceed your carbon allowance this month, digital ID invalid. Voice criticism of your new technocratic overlords, digital ID invalid.
What?
If we ever allow our government to succeed in rolling out digital ID, we will end up living in a giant open air digital prison from which it will be virtually impossible to escape.
All right, guys, I just got sent some videos. I need to share this with you guys right away. I'm trying to find a spot that's quiet. It is busy. Oh, let's go up there to the rooftop. Are people seeing this?
So basically, what the Islamic, and again, I'm an Orthodox Muslim. What we couldn't do in the last, say, 20 years, now West is doing it for us for free and even paying for it.
Are people waking up to this? Now, I have nothing against Muslims whatsoever, but when they're out there, when they're saying the quiet part out loud, and they're saying that they're gonna take over America, this is where it becomes a problem.
If each mosque establishes a small fund for scholarship to give scholarships for 5 students in the following areas, 5 years from now, we will have 4,000 journalists, 4,000 filmmakers, 4,000 lawyers, 4,000 political scientists and analysts, and 4,000 students of history that can be teachers of history. The Muslim community will have 100,000 of each. Then we will tell our own story. Most likely they can run for public office at all levels. Those are areas that the Muslim community has not paid attention to. Moving forward, the Muslim community needs to pay attention. And build political power.
This is what they're coming out in the open. Like I said, guys, they're saying the quiet part out loud now. They want to gain political power. They think that everyone needs to be Muslim. They don't want our law enforcement. They want their law enforcement. And all the people that are voting these people in, you know, you got the left and the right, the folks that are actually voting these people in, the Muslims don't even agree with anything that they agree with. They want to have their lawyers in charge. They want to have their public officials making all the rules. They want to have their movie producers and filmmakers telling the story, painting the picture. Here's what's right in front of your face. They're planning a takeover, and it's right here in your face, and nobody's talking about it. Guys, they are staging the young to be in political power, and their education is all going to be funded. They have a projection of having 100,000 people in key fundamental positions in our country to do what? Place them strategically in the world for what? This, by the way, is in your big city, meaning your country, along with everything else you heard.
Hiding! We're done! We're done being tortured and hurt and judged! This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be a part of, Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah.
Pretty sure he said they're not going to stop until it's in every home. Guys, we're electing these people in governmental positions of power.
The conventional wisdom would tell you that I am far from the perfect candidate. I am young, despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this.
Muslims are following him. They don't know nothing about this man, right?
So do you feel that a lot of Muslims in the Bronx and across the city are supporting Mamdani just because he's Muslim?
100%. Just because he's Muslim. And that's why I'm here to educate everybody. This is America. We don't do that.
Do you think those beliefs of Mamdani, which he said before that he wants to legalize prostitution and that he is in favor of LGBT plus and so on, do you think that does align with Islam?
Not at all. And that's why you don't see a lot of Muslims in office.
So have you met lots of people or lots of Muslims who do support Mamdani?
Not yet, until he said he want to normalize, prostitution, and he wants to, again, go against the NYPD, which is like, I grew up here. A lot of my friends die in the street, where you at? You didn't take no bullet. You didn't see nobody dying. You don't see how many gangs are doubling up in our communities and all that. You're talking behind the office because you're not in office yet.
We came here to remake this state in the image of our people.
It's happening. Is anybody paying attention? I've got a lot to show you. And I'm thinking people need to start waking up. This isn't the type of war style takeover. This is a strategic style takeover potentially. Important information that definitely affects you right away, coming right up. Hey guys, my name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. And if you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most important, news and awareness that affects you, be sure to start this video off with a like, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date, and let's begin. All right guys, welcome back. Start this off with a like. It really helps it reach other people, and that's what we really want to do here is we need to get this information out far and wide so you guys can decide for yourself if all the hype is a little bit worrisome. So yes, I am actually in SeaTac Airport right now. Got here super early. Not only did I have to wake up at 3 a.m. this morning, but in the middle of last night, there was a hotel fire scare. The entire hotel got evacuated. This is far after we all went to sleep. Everyone was not happy and broke up a little bit, like I just got to sleep. And I'm trying to get hours because I have to leave at 3 a.m. to be here. Government shutdown, right? Flight delays. It's supposed to be over, right? Wrong. Some of these TSA guys are saying that the lasting effects are going to take weeks, months, They're expecting today to have even more cancellations. That's why I'm still here. Got here super early to find out my flight was delayed 4 hours. Now I'm hoping that I catch the next one. So I found me a really good spot, cool background, and some information that I need to share with you right away. And I feel like, put it down in the comments. Let me know if I am crazy for putting emphasis on this. Tell me if I'm doing this wrong. I really want to know from you guys if you guys agree with me on this. Like, there's some part of me that's feeling like Americans have been programmed to stay quiet, to not ruffle feathers, to stay in your corner, to stay in your lane. Don't be boisterous about the things that you care about. Meanwhile, there's some big things happening, and where normally it stays under the covers, they're saying the stuff that you're not supposed to say out loud, they're saying it out loud to our faces. And white people, the real Americans, a lot of them are just like, it's not gonna happen. Well, it's happening. It's taking steps forward every single day. Let me play a few clips for you guys. You tell me what you think. So for example, this is pre-Mandami. Places like Michigan, Texas, cities all over the place. There are pockets of these extreme Islam groups, and they're taking over our streets.
Hiding! We're done! We're done being tortured and hurt and judged. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be upon, of Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah!
So is it true that the Americans here, are Americans just too scared to say the things that they're thinking? Like hearing that and being like, maybe that's not such a good idea. I mean, them telling us that they're gonna be in every single home. There's a saying now out there called white guilt. Yeah, it's actually a saying, white guilt, because we think it, but we don't. We aren't bold enough to actually come out and say what we're actually thinking. So they already know that people are too chicken to say anything about it, and they're saying the quiet parts out loud. Listen, there is no room for Christianity, any other religion with this movement.
There is no God worthy of worship except Allah.
So I know a lot of you guys are thinking Constitution, freedom of religion, and I agree with that. Like, I agree that you should to an extent be able to be who you want to be, except for when it gets to the extent that they're doing loudspeaker 5 times a day over your whole city, calling you to prayer to Islam, or they say that there is no other religion, and the intention is to have their law protect the area, get rid of ours, and they claim that their religion and their beliefs will be in every single home in America. This is what's getting chanted. This is what's getting filled in our streets. And I don't think the founding fathers of our Constitution meant for it to go that far, that radical. Do you? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. So the thing is it's gotten to the point where Americans have they feel guilty. They feel guilty for being white. They no longer have a voice, a loud voice to stand up for what they believe. Have most Americans gotten chicken? The question is, why is nobody saying anything? They say they are going to conquer the West. And then we're just like, we're just gonna pray over the Muslim leaders, avoiding the elephant in the room. I mean, seriously, if they say they're gonna take over the West, are we just like, they're just joking around. They don't really mean it. I mean, listen, we've heard it out loud.
Of our trial to conquer Europe by force failed. They did something wrong, very wrong. They tried for many years to conquer Europe through wars, only wars.
This is the soft Islamic conquest of the West. Basically, what the Islamic and again, I'm an Orthodox Muslim. What we couldn't do in the last, say, 20 years, now the West is doing it for us for free and even paying for it.
Does that just mean that they're like basically laughing in our faces? It gets worse. Look guys, I know a lot of you don't watch world news, but have you seen what has happened in London? Have you looked at the numbers? And they have told us out loud in several videos, extremist Muslim leaders. If you're expecting like a big full-on out war style type thing these days, no, it's a chess play. It is a soft takeover. It's a quiet takeover. It's manipulation. It's getting the right people in office, and it's working. They are strategically plotting a takeover. They are putting people in place, and they're planning on bringing up young and strategically placing all of that. Watch.
If each mosque establishes a small fund for scholarship to give scholarships for 5 students in the following areas. 5 years from now, we will have 4,000 journalists, 4,000 filmmakers, 4,000 lawyers, 4,000 political scientists and analysts, and 4,000 students of history that can be teachers of history. The Muslim community will have 100,000 of each. Then we will tell our own story. Most likely they can run for public office at all levels. Those are areas that the Muslim community has not paid attention to. Moving forward, the Muslim community needs to pay attention and build political power.
Are they not just coming right out and just telling you straight to your face how it's going to go down? They want to tell you history the way that they see history. They want to be in all levels of government, be able to control every single bit of it. Does it sound like a strategic takeover to you? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, let me know if I'm crazy. But I feel like not enough people are paying attention, and it's like this slow thing that's happening, but it's happening, and it's strategically taking steps forward. I know it's easy to talk about the easy stuff, but when we're talking about taking over the West, them creating 100,000 attorneys so they can put their stuff into law, 100,000 history professors so they can tell you what really happened, 100,000 film producers so they can brainwash you the same way that everybody else gets brainwashed, law enforcement, every level of the government, and then you have them chanting on the streets that there is only one religion and they will keep fighting until they are in every home. These are the things that I'm hearing, but most people just want to talk about the easy stuff that doesn't ruffle feathers. I think we need to pay attention to some of the hard things. They've got it figured out, how to get the money, how to get the voting. Watch.
And change things in the most effective way. And we should shift where we spend our money. We have to protect the future of the Ummah here. We have to protect America from itself. And the Muslim world is looking up to the Muslim community in the United States. You are not living in any other country. You're living in the most powerful country in the world. And the relationship between the Muslim community, the Muslim world, and the United States are not in the right place. The Muslim community should take a responsibility for it.
So guys, at what point when someone says who they really are and what they're really gonna do you start paying attention? They got it figured out. I mean, take Mandami, for example. He was like an assembly guy. Like, nobody knew who this guy was. Now he's mayor. He's gonna become mayor of New York. Are you kidding me? They've got it figured out, and it's happening. And you know what? You can thank CARE for that. Actually, watch this.
I'm a little more quiet because I'm on the quiet side of this race, but I'm gonna tell you that once November 4th comes around, I will tell the story. The story is not just that it's random that Zahran ascended to this place. It is our Muslim American communities. And I'll also say that it's Muslim money. The PACs that have supported Zahran, or a particular PAC that has supported Zahran, is probably over 80% of Muslim American donors in this country. High net donors, grassroots donors. And I want to make the point that the Unity and Justice Fund PAC, which is the CARE Super PAC, was the largest institutional donor, the pro-Zahran PAC in New York.
So you guys aware of CARE? You guys know what CARE is? CARE, C-A-I-R, defend the oppressed, defend free speech, and advance justice for all. 100+ lawsuits, 600,000 legislative alerts, action alerts, 50 reports, almost 100,000 media mentions. Here's their priorities for 2025. So basically it's like an Islamic Brotherhood. That's who funded and got Mandami into the spot that he's in with Mayor. Listen to what Muhammad Tahidi says, former radical Islamists. You should know what they're all about better than anybody, right? Check it out.
Fundamentalist and jihadi agenda for America.
The future of America has to be Muslim. When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives. I would fear them because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. They will fall in the track that I set for them. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades and Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that. Ilhan Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice, yes, go do that. But would she have an abortion? Never.
So basically he's saying it. He says that they're using the left because they're not very intelligent and they can get away with it very easily. Is that how they believe? Is that what they think? And is it working? Because these radical Islamists are coming out and telling us their plan to our faces, and they're becoming mayor, and they're gonna have 100,000 people in fundamental key positions as time goes on because they want to be in every level of the government. They want everything wrapped around their religion, and they want their law, not our law. They said it, take over the West. Please share this out if you feel that more people need to know what's going on. You might have once upon a time thought it wasn't gonna happen, but we now have an Islamic Muslim mayor and a lot of things in place for it to go even further. I kind of think this is too important to stop talking about. I think people need to share this out. I think people need to be aware so you don't accidentally be the shy white person, the shy American that doesn't want to step on any toes and think, let's just talk about the stuff that you can talk about. If we don't share this out, get this information out, we're gonna wake up one day and it possibly might be too late to turn back the clock. And then we're gonna have to fall into their plan or get the heck out. Either they get out or we get out. I guess unless you want to be Muslim, you might want to look into it, see if you like it. Anyway, guys, a lot happening. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, please. I just feel like this is way too important not to talk about, like I said. YouTube and all my informants keep dropping me stuff on this, and they're like, this is a big deal. Let me know if you guys think it's a big deal, or let me know if you think I'm crazy. Please share this out if you guys found value. Hit the like button. I'll be looking forward to you guys' feedback. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date, because I got a lot more coming down the pipe. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing it. We'll see you guys on the next one.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly, and securely. Don't wait. Decide how it ends.
Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president. Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president.
On the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" exclamation point, catch exclamation point.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far, and then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high. No.
With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down, because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
We're going to fight it in the streets. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
this. The last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.